hunting we will go.
Hallelujah.
A hunting we will go.
Yeah, man.
Well, the first stop this week is going to be into Wally World. So, yeah, follow me on social media. Don't forget to go over to Instagram, JeffMan316. But either way, let's get in here. I'm not expecting to find any really new movies, but we want to just have some fun. So they still got the display from last week. Sold a lot of Avatar there. Still got that Scarlet. Got the DVD of Bride for $20. They do have the Blu-ray of Reminders of Him. And they still have the Blu-ray and the DVD of Fallout. Welcome to Derry Blu-ray in 4K. They got the Goat. And then a bunch of stuff from last week. Wuthering Heights. And then they got this end cap over here, or side cap, whatever you want to call it, of all those Disney, Marvel, all that kind of stuff. Nobody's buying any of that DVD stuff.
And I love DVDs, right? I like to be about a decade behind everybody else, you know? So I'm just now getting into them. And it's a good time because they're cheap, right?
And the collectibles, that's where the Art the Clown stuff would be down there. The Terrifier 3 NECA figure I'm looking for, but I guarantee the scalpers got them all. So they did a reset of this at least. Got a Dr. Doom statue. Got some new Turtle stuff. Got some statues there, some anime. Got Robin. Still got a couple of these DC figures, same ones we saw from last week. Some Pops. Got an old Batman 66. Hey, that's kind of cool. Got the little cartoon comic bubble over his head. That'd be the best one to do that with, Batman. You could have bam, zoom, zap, whatever. All right, the little horror collectible section, I showed this last week. Looks like it's been picked through a lot. And yes, I did say the wrong name for Day of the Dead there. I said Bud, it's Bub. I knew that, I just said it wrong.
You are a fucking idiot.
So, but thank you guys for correcting me. Friday the 13th, got a Roy mask. Some Day of the Deads. I was looking to see if they had our man Bub. They've sold all those. The Art the Clown little lamp's gone, so they've sold that. They do have this Child's Play little notebook there with the pencils. Then they got now trending. We've got a little Superman figure. Not much action to that. Got the anime section. Got some One Piece action up there. And then they got the PlayStation section. Looks like they did a little bit of a reset. There's a lamp there. What is this? Oh, that doesn't belong over here. So a few new items there. Nothing I'm really interested in. The horror stuff picked through. But yeah, check out your Walmart for the new horror section. And ironically enough, this is not where the Art the Clown would be. He would be on the other side. But here's that Roy mask. And then they've got a $5 bin over here. It does have the Running Man Blu-ray in it. Got some John Wick. Some Scream. Hey, Novocaine is new to that. I don't remember seeing that last week. What's down here? Hateful Eight. Out of the vault, some Nick stuff. Scream 3-pack. Hey, here's another new multi-movie set. It's basically 4 movies. That's from Wild Eye. You know, that's got to be great. Night Owl plus 3 other creature features, basically. I'm going to have to pick that up. Oh, here's another multi-pack. Earthquake, Airport, Hindenburg, and Roller Coaster. Huh. For $5, that might be pretty interesting. Greenland's over here. I always look on the side, make sure they didn't stick any Blu-rays or anything any good over here. I don't see anything. Oh well. Well, some new titles in there. What is this? They got 2 $5 end caps? That's weird. Meg 2, 9. There's Novocaine again. 6 movie collection from Nick, 1992. There's old Dolph Lundgren, Masters of the Universe. Making sure they don't have any Blu-rays hidden down here. Tom and Jerry double feature. Sick. Naked Gun trilogy. That's about going to do it. Wonder why they got 2 end caps. That's weird. A lot of $5 options, I guess. They did add this. They were putting out some stuff, and I come back over here and looked. They got this Michael Myers from Halloween Resurrection. That's a not decent looking figure there. You get multiple masks. I thought maybe they were going to put the Art the Clown out, but nope. All they put out was Halloween Resurrection. And some plush, it looks like. And in the wrestling figures, look, they restocked these Monday Night Wars. They got Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Eddie Guerrero, and Rick Steiner. So they got the whole set. So we got a CM Punk here. That's the greatest hits. Oh, and they got Rhea Ripley in there. So it's nice to see her get a re-release. So at least they got some new elites in here. Oh, and they got the new submission match from WrestleMania 13 with Bret Hart, Stone Cold, and Ken Shamrock in referee outfit. So that's pretty neat. Too bad they wouldn't put the blood running on Stone Cold's face. In the clearance section, they got some Avatar figures for $5. They got this statue. $5 there on that McFarlane. G.I. Joe, $45.
That's too fucking high.
You gotta be shitting me. That's not clearance either. If that was like $5, I'd get one of those Galactus figures. I'm not paying $20 for it though. You gotta be kidding me. What else is in this clearance section? Some Spider-Man stuff, some of the UFC figures that nobody wanted, still don't want. Some Peanuts that people have already opened up. Look at all these damn things already open. Nobody wants the Christmas one. All the other ones are open, man. That sucks. I might would have got one of those. Oh well. Let's follow my wife into Target. What are we waiting for? Let's go. In the wrestling figure section, not too much. Still got Stone Cold, Damian Priest, John Cena, CM Punk. Got a Bray Wyatt Ultimate figure. Stone Cold, Bobby the Brain, British Bulldog, and the Piper's Pit. Same shit, different day. Star Wars wise. Too expensive on all these figures. Nothing I want. Those are marked down. Still nobody wants those Godzilla crossing over with Turtles figures. In this section, Masters of the Universe. Got some G.I. Joe. Got some new Secret Wars here. Spider-Man alien costume. I like the looks of those. And Daredevil. Those are neat looking. And they got some DC stuff. I think that's new. I don't remember seeing that last week. Look at there. There's a Aztec. We got a Platinum. And it doesn't look like anything else. Oh, well. No Supergirl. I might have to look that up and see if it's worth anything. Stay tuned. Nothing else really in that section. And anything over here? Some Batman figures. A couple different ones here. And I'll hang those back up once we're done. See, I told you guys I always clean up some of this shit. Sometimes I just don't record doing it. Somebody was busting my chops about that Dollar General video I did where I didn't put the stuff back. I did, just not on camera. Over here, this is where some physical media used to be. I guess it still is with vinyl, but then they got a big Pokemon section, plush, some Pops type stuff. Sour Patch, Pokemon. See, this section is getting smaller and smaller. Five Nights at Freddy's. What's this down here? Batman, the TV series, Robin and Batgirl, Batarangs. You got to be shitting me. Who would want that? What else we got? Super Grover still over here. Little turtle action. Big ass plush of SpongeBob. And we've got a... Oh, I thought it might be something cool. Got some Batman animated figures of the Joker. And Batman. Couple Platinum Edition figures there. Nice to see. Few Pops, nothing great. They do have that Ghostface back there from the Target Con restocked. And look at there. Smarty Pants, a Toy Story 5 character. Is that a spoiler?
And that's not just a prediction. That is a spoiler.
Maybe. I don't know much about that movie. I probably won't see it in theaters. Let's get out of there and go into Barnes and Noble. See if we can find anything cool. Look at these. Star Wars Year by Year of Visual History. That's a nice looking book there. That might be worth getting. Damn's only $20, and there's that Back to the Future book we've seen before. Book of Unusual Knowledge and Useless Information. So you got both ends of the spectrum covered. These aren't very new releases here. Let's go ahead and look through the rack. See if we can find anything. 10 to Midnight. I like to point that out all the time. Very underrated. Suspenseful Charles Bronson movie. Got some Alfred Hitchcock, and I'm losing my voice. Got an Arrow title over here. Americana. I'll put it back. Don't worry. Drop. Anything else over here? Dreams. I think that's a new release, isn't it? From, is that KINO Classics? KINO Louisville? Yeah. I think that's new this week. Jessica Chastain. Is that who's in there? Looks interesting. Maybe. That's a maybe pickup. There's the Dracula release. Walmart had the Blu-ray of that cheaper. I think it even has slipcover, didn't it? Why are you putting spider wraps around steel books? Dante's Peak is 30% off. Howard's End, I may end up wanting that one day, but nah, it's too much other stuff out. K2, KINO, 30% off. I guess 30% off is their normal markdown. Kingpin, yep, 30% off. Hey, A Kiss Before Dying. I think that's new. That's a KINO release. 40% off of that one. Must be because it's a new release. Or at least new to this week. Bend of the River. That must be a new KINO release, but I'm not really interested in that. I don't like many westerns. I like that Black Widow red case. I wish that was clearanced. I could use a red case movie for my it's a couple horror movies I would like to put in red cases. Breezy. What the hell is Breezy? The Bride. There's the slipcover version of the 4K, 40% off. We didn't see that last week. We did see the Steelbook and the DVD and the Blu-ray. So now you got the whole gambit covered. That's me setting off the alarm. Cinderella, no thank you. Cold storage, that's Blu-ray. Wonder why they didn't have a Blu-ray 4K double pack or something. Grease. French Kiss. I always like to point that out. That's $7.99 now. So they got some bargain titles in here. Freakier Friday. The original Friday the 13th on Blu-ray digital for $10. And part 2 on 4K. It's only 20% off now. Mimic. Still expensive. They only had that old Fight Club Blu-ray. I wasn't impressed with that 4K Steelbook transfer, so just the Blu-ray might be good enough for you. Escape from New York. I think Escape from LA is getting this 4K Steelbook released next week. Hey, another 88 Films title, The Invincible 8. Nice.
Very nice. Very evil.
I'm glad they're getting all kinds of other titles and other boutique labels in Barnes & Noble for a good price. The Napa Boys. That looks fairly interesting. I might have to do a little research on that. Has anybody seen that? Put in the comments down below. Looks like some familiar faces, but I'm not familiar with this movie at all. So, very interesting. See, this is why you come out on the hunt. You find some stuff that you might not have normally thought about. You weren't looking for it, just randomly popped up. That's why you have some fun with it. Might be a hidden gem in here one week that we weren't expecting to find. There Will Be Blood's only $10. I'll put it back in there when I'm done. Pulp Fiction. If you pre-ordered the Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair yet, put it in the comments down below.
Yes.
Which version did you get? You getting the regular one or the VHS? I'm not getting the VHS. That's cool for those 3 movies there. $10. Good bargain. Giving a glance back over. I know I already looked near this section one time. Mommy Dearest. Still 30% off. They're not doing that Paramount Presents line anymore. Sleepers. That Steelbook was much cheaper at Walmart. Somewhere in Time's a good movie. I already have that. I was checking the price. She's the Man. I don't know if I've got that or not. It's an old Paramount release. Blu-ray and digital for $10. I have to look at that. Some nice bargain titles in here for $8 and $10. What about Bob? Why the hell doesn't that have a Blu-ray release? Ridiculous.
That's all I got to say about that.
Oh well, I'm not finding much else, but I got a little stack here to consider, at least, on this other end cap. No real new releases. Let's check out the TV section, see if they got anything we might have missed. Dawson's Creek, I thought I had that, but I looked and I don't. Doctor Who. Other than the Tom Baker years, I'm not really much into those other ones, especially for the damn prices they got in here. I'm pretty sure I've got that set. Mine doesn't have a slip cover because I got it cheap when they had a sale at Amazon. Yellow Jackets. Is there an alarm on this side now? Lower Decks. Got the Babe movies. Not really seeing much. Flubber on DVD. Did that get a Disney Movie Club Blu-ray release? I don't remember. I know the original movie did with the Absent-Minded Professor. At least they're stocking most of the new Arrow stuff. There's Blue Thunder, Alice, Sweet Alice, Torso. They got The Mask, Salem's Lot, Red Sonja. Steppenwolf, that's one of the ones I always look at. I know that's probably priced wrong. The A24 stuff. There's a couple titles I need, and this is that new one that I picked up last week. I did an in-store pickup. We didn't see it in stores, but if I had legs, I'd kick you. That's one of the latest. I think it's only got a Blu-ray release from A24. Nice to see A24 getting lots of love. On the way out, they did have the bargain section. They got some 50% off stuff. Never Let Go. So they do have a couple Blu-rays in here. That's not 50% off, but The Man with the Iron Heart. What else we got? A Freaky Tales, 50% off. That'd be a good deal. Flight Risk. That movie's not that good, so 50% off. That's about the only way anybody probably buy it. What's over here? Featured on sale. Really? Dirty Dancing on DVD? Damn, man. Put some new shit over here if you want people to buy it. Give us a glance. This was the rack where I found the $10 4Ks. They still got a couple downsizing. So check your store out. The Lost City, your mileage may vary. I pretty much cleaned them out of the good ones. Still got the Triple X. Got that Criterion. Maybe we'll get another section started up in here soon. A lot of Steelbook action, but nothing else too much in here. Oh well, I think we're about done here. Hey, don't forget, I found that in Target, remember? Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
And then they had those cool little lights, because those things light up. But I think that's about it. Let's look online and see what else came out this week. All right, so we're looking at the releases that came out May 26th. That whole first row is pretty awesome there. You got Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That's the Arrow 4K release. You got The Great Outdoors gets a 4K release from KINO. You got the Haunting 4K from 1963. Faces of Death, there's the 4K. That's the original 1978 version. And then you got Harry and the Hendersons, a 4K classic from 1987. Then you got Mutant 4K. I think that's a Vinegar Syndrome release. Sentimental Value 4K. That's from Criterion. Parenthood, Steve Martin Classic, gets a 4K release. I think that's just the universal standard. Terror Train gets a 4K release. That's the 1980 version. Not that shitty Tubi version, but I know a lot of people, including like Planet CHH, said the transfer on that was not good. Also, the Wicked Warden gets a 4K release. I think that's part of the KINO cult line. Oops. And then we got Lenny 4K. That's a Criterion release. Eurocrime Rarities Volume 1. Escape from Death. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. I don't know anything about that. Let me know in the comments down below if you know about that. Fleischer Cartoons Greatest Hits Volume 1. Explorers. That's the next VSU title from Vinegar Syndrome. That's the 4K of that. Hi Mom, Brian De Palma movie with Robert De Niro gets a 4K release. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I actually found that in Barnes & Noble last week. So look at my hunt and the haul from the last week, and you'll see where I found it. Picked it up in Barnes & Noble. Faust, Tenebrae, Francis, however you pronounce that, either way. I Love Maria, that's one of those Hong Kong releases. The Crippled Masters, House of Dreams. Student Bodies gets a 4K release from TerraVision. That's gotten massive delays, and I've ordered it, and I haven't even gotten a shipping notice, so you won't see that in the haul this week. Spine of Night 4K. That had a steelbook release in Walmart, I think, a while back. Damn, I keep moving the mouse. Susanna, Empress of Darkness. That's an interesting release from Severin. You get Gator Bait Collection 4K, another one that's been delayed. TerraVision, that'll eventually come out. The Late Show, Art Carney and Lily Tomlin classic. So you got some Warner Archives here. That and the Seven Faces of Dr. Leo. Come Back to the Five and Dime. Jimmy Dean. Cinematograph release. The Naughty World of Stanley Long. Night Watch 4K. Legend of the Sacred Stone. You got some film noir classics. Some more Warner Archives. Five-Man Army. Joan Crawford. Possessed. Dracula. Hide and Go Shriek. Follow Me Quietly from Warner Archive. Crosstalk. The Snowman. I think that's a KINO 4K release. Michael Fassbender. Black Rabbit, White Rabbit. Not familiar with that. The Illegal Immigrant. Some more Warner Archives. It's a Wise Child. Some 4K from Severin. Voices from Beyond. Brit Noir Collection Volume 1. I Sell the Dead. Happy Hell Night. 4K release. I already have that on Blu-ray, so I probably won't upgrade that. Slopes Game Room Arcade Classics, The Complete History Volume 1. Bunny Yeager's Nude Camera and Nude Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure that's KINO Cult release. Beware the Boogeyman, Revenge of the Boogeyman. Animal. There's a Sabu release. I actually picked that up, and I think I included it in the haul from last week. Jess Franco's Rolls Royce Baby. I'm going to assume that with that being blurred, that they won't come after me for showing a cartoon nudity there. Holy Trinity. Star Wars Kid, The Rise of Digital Shadows. No clue what that is. Some more Warner Archives Westerns. She Loved Blossoms More. Don't know what that is. Holler. There's Lenny, the Blu-ray. Small, Slow, But Steady. Savage Vows. Sentimental Value. There's the Blu-ray. Micro Budget. The Roundup Outlaws. Not familiar with that. Heel. The Bronson Lee Karate Collection. Anything That Moves. Dreams. We actually saw that in Barnes & Noble. The Lustful Turk. There's the Blu-ray of Terror Train. The Time Bending Mysteries. We got some... I thought that was Warner Archives. Again, it's not. Three Smart Girls. The Black Shield of Falworth. VD. No clue what that is. A lot of weird releases this week. Jess Franco from Bangkok with Bullets. Motel Drive. There's the Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean. Voices from Beyond. Without Apparent Motive. The Phantom President. Romanoff and Juliet. Man, I've never heard of half of these movies. What the hell? Lieberstrom, that's a cinematograph release. Well, at least it was. So I guess that's the standard version. The Autobiography of a Flea. Serious People. A Body to Live In. There's the Blu-ray of Snowman. A bunch of stuff with no cover artwork. Southern Comfort 4K. And then there's a Billy Joel release. I wonder if that'll be out in Barnes & Noble. But So a lot of cheese there toward the end, but up at the top you got some pretty good stuff coming out from Vinegar Syndrome, KINO, Arrow, Faces of Death. So what are you guys picking up from this batch of stuff that came out May 26th? You can watch my next video, which will probably be the haul video, and you'll find out what I picked up. But otherwise, let's go ahead and close out this video. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am JevMan316, your pop culture reporter. Somewhere in the background there's a sign that says JevMan316 Live. That's where you and I join up right here, usually Sunday nights around 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll watch along to the movie. We'll talk about pop culture. We'll talk about physical media. And that's what this was, the pop culture hunt. You know, somebody asked in one of the comments, why do you go out every week? Walmart doesn't update everything. Well, I know that, but we're looking for more than just movies. We're trying to have some fun. We're looking for figures, movies, collectibles, anything cool that might be in stores. Leather face shirts. I think I got this at Walmart one time. So, yeah. Hey, man, quit shitting on my happiness, man. We just want to go out and have some fun. We just want to look for physical media, collectibles, all that stuff. So that's why it's a pop culture hunt, not just a movie hunt. But either way, hopefully you guys keep supporting the channel. I love you guys. And then all the ways you can support me are down below in the description. You can go to my Valoria video affiliate link, support them. I know you guys are using it to buy physical media. And for the one guy who shit on that idea, you know, where I'm here to help you guys, and in the process, if it can help me, then that's what this is all about. It's a community that's going. So hopefully you guys continue to support me. The easiest way to do it is when you watch a video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all the normal YouTube stuff. You can even hype the videos. Please try to do that if you can. And then, hey, at the end of the day, if you decide to subscribe, you rule, I love you, then just go ahead and hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. So hopefully you guys will keep supporting me, and I'll keep making the content. I got my movie haul video coming up. I just did a Goodwill video. Seems like you guys like those. So maybe I'll go back into a Goodwill this week and record a new one. If not, I think I got a thrift store video. I went into the Salvation Army twice since I've been going to the movies. They rarely ever have anything, but I actually found something. So I'll have a couple videos coming up that you can enjoy more than just my movie hunt. So keep supporting the channel any way you can, and I'll love you guys. Until next time, boys and girls, this has been JevMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.